Tanisha Laverne Grant, and we are live in Pasadena, California for the 45th Annual NAACP Image Awards. So stay tuned, because I'm going to bring you the tea, the skinny, and the scoop. Congratulations. Thank you. Well, so do you. I love this salmon pink. It's very, very gorgeous.
Thank you so much.
Love the dewy look. So how are you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling great because I won last night. I've been nominated 8 times, so to finally win, it was amazing. It was amazing.
Criminal Minds.
Criminal Minds. I've been, you know, we just finished our 200th episode. We're on 9 seasons. I've been there 4 seasons. I'm an executive producer on it, and it's amazing.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. It's one of those shows where you're like, okay.
Yes. Yes.
Is this going to happen? Is this going to happen? So is there any special tidbits that you want to talk to me about that we can look forward to the next episode?
You know what? I have a really special episode coming up with Shamar Moore. It airs on March 19th.
Okay.
It is called The Edge of Winter, and we have Asha Davis and Emmy Yotzi from Middle.
Oh, Emmy Yotzi Cornelty. I love her.
Yes,
oh, wow. Okay.
Doing the show, and it's a big Shamar episode, and it's amazing. And so to get talent like that, to get talent of color like that to come
Absolutely.
to the show, I think so.
Well, thank you so much for your time. Congratulations on all your success. Wait a minute. Let's do it. We are live on the red carpet with Mr. Lou Gossett.
All right, who's got the better haircut?
You know, I got the better haircut.
You got
Mine is
that
nice.
right.
Well, just touch it, just a little bit, just a little.
Oh, it's much
Yeah,
better,
thank
much
you
better.
so much.
Yeah.
So you're a veteran in this business. Do you have any favorites this year? As a former Oscar winner, what are your thoughts?
Well, I want she would tell. She would tell hands down. That's sort of hard job you have to do. I know I love Bruce Stern, I love McConaughey, but the hardest job of the year.
The hardest job of the year.
She would tell.
Yeah, I agree.
Can't nobody touch that.
Okay, best actress.
Best actress. There's so many. Kate Blanchett is incredible.
Okay.
But they're going to, between her and Meryl Streep, they're going to start flipping each year.
A fight, you think?
They're the two best
Well,
in the
listen,
world.
this year we have Alfre Woodard, who is
Alfre.
nominated for an NAACP Image Award, so we're definitely
She should
excited
win it all
about
the
that.
time. Yeah.
Absolutely. So what's it like working with people like Alfre Woodard? I mean, like, once you win an Oscar, and then once you're nominated for an NAACP Image Award, like, what's next after that? Like, what do you aspire to after that?
Well, the main word is maintenance.
Maintenance.
Maintenance, baby. Yeah, maintenance. It's been over 60 years of trying to maintain it.
Wow.
I need to stop
Wow.
and go and do some work, so I had to take my weight off. Now it's back and maintaining it again.
Well, you know what? You reinvent yourself time after time
Well,
after
it's a
time
courage.
after time. And it does take courage to do that, actually, to keep up with the times. I know last time we spoke, I asked you if you were on Twitter. How's that going? You getting a handle of
I'm
it?
still getting some classes. Yeah, I'm eminent, baby. I'm
Did you,
eminent.
wait a minute, did you make a tweet today?
Huh?
Did you make a
No,
tweet
I didn't
today?
make a tweet today.
You gotta make a tweet.
No, I'm gonna learn. I'm learning as fast as I can.
Okay,
I'm
all right.
sorry.
Well, I don't want to put any pressure on you. Thank you so much for stopping and talking to us. Enjoy your
God
night
bless you,
tonight.
buddy.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Keep growing them, okay?
I will. Wait, we are 2 women who are rocking out with BCBG dresses tonight.
You can never go wrong. That's
no,
stunning.
this is gorgeous.
Stunning.
So how excited are you tonight?
I'm so excited. This is such a wonderful evening to celebrate
Absolutely.
trailblazers. I mean, people who live life limitlessly and inspire us all
It's
to
beautiful
do the same.
outside.
Oh,
It's
gosh.
Pasadena.
It's
TV1,
wonderful. I can-
NAACP Image Awards.
I can barely focus. There's so many beautiful people, beautiful dresses.
Yes.
And I'm just excited to be here to honor and
Okay.
celebrate people that contribute so much to
Okay.
our society.
So, Fraternity Court.
Yes.
How's it going?
It's going fantastic. The ratings are through the roof. The support has been overwhelming, and we'll be back for season 2. I'm pleased to report.
You know what, Lauren? Let me ask you this, because I'm with HBCU TV.
Yes.
Right? Historical black colleges and universities are struggling.
Yes.
What can we do to maintain enrollment at these schools? I mean, you work in law, you know the logistics. I mean, it's like upper money management.
Yeah.
What can we do to safeguard are HBCUs?
You know, I think we have to utilize the tools that all businesses are using now. Let's be honest. I mean, this is great you're doing this kind of media coverage, but we've got to use social media. We've got to get out of there, and we can't be too afraid to do that grassroots approach. To go around high school to high school, state to state, and remind people that we're here. And there are great educations at historically black colleges.
Absolutely. It's not a situation where their ice is better than our ice.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? It's just like we have graduated some of the best leaders the world over,
but look at
coming
our
out of HBCUs.
Absolutely. Social media.
Well,
and we've got to do the same.
Well, he also started the HBCU initiative, which is what this program is funded under.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so I'm just really, really excited. I'm always interested in hearing like what's next. You know, what can we do from people such as yourself?
And I think we have to bring the awareness. I mean, I think we underestimate so many times what just a word of mouth, what that constant reminder that we do have incredible colleges, and our young people need to be encouraged that these are viable opportunities and they're there.
So we're live on the red carpet. I'm Tanisha Laverne representing HBCU TV with Malcolm Lee, who is the director of the Blockbuster Wonder. Yes, Best Man Holiday. Baby, talk to us about it. I mean, what was the motivation? What made you go for such a sentimental... I still,
roller coaster ride, huh?
Oh my goodness.
You know, I wanted us to explore a story that would be a little bit different than the first one, you know? I want to be a little more dramatic. I wanted to, have people emote. We didn't get an opportunity as moviegoers, meaning the African American moviegoing audience. We really get a chance to emote in that way. But at the same time, let's have some laughs, and let's have some faith in there, and let's have some places where we don't always like to go.
Right. Well, it was definitely it's wonderful. I mean, the first installment, we grew up with the Best Man. Those are my classmates. You know what I mean? I feel like I can tap into each one of them personally and grab a story. So to fast forward, to Best Man Holiday, where it's like grown people's story, and it just reminded us, you brought the real to us. You know what I mean? And I just want to thank you for that, because it's like, it's very hard to deal with real life situations.
But I think it's a reflection of life. I think that life happens, death happens. There are peaks and valleys in everyone's life, and I think that we have to try to reflect that in what we do in our entertainment. And fortunately, I had tremendous actors who were able to embody those roles once again, re-embody those roles once again. And bring something they all brought their A game and bring something really special.
Outside the Best Man Holiday, what was your favorite film of 2013? One that touched you?
12 Years a Slave.
12
Years a Slave is an amazing achievement. The Butler was amazing. I thought The Gravities is an amazing film.
Do you think 12 Years a Slave is going to take Best Picture for the Oscars?
Yes.
You do? It's going to.
I'm claiming it now.
It's going to sweep it all the way out.
I don't know if it'll sweep it, but it's going to take Best Picture, and it should. It deserves it.
Okay. Well, what's next for you?
We'll see. I'm working on a sequel.
We need you, Malcolm. It's like, come on, man. Crank them out.
I'm not a fast writer. See, it took me 14 years to write the second movie.
Look, I got tears in my eyes. We look forward to seeing your work. I mean, we live for that. We need that. Like, your body of work is my generation's pulse to the world. You know what I mean?
Thank you for that. Thank you very much for that compliment.
So
I appreciate that.
I'm just looking for what's next coming down the pipeline. I'm going to keep my ear to the ground. Again, thank you so much.
All right.
Tanisha Laverne Grant, live on the red carpet at the NAACP Image Awards. I have Sherry Shepard from The View. We're live backstage at the 45th Annual NAACP Image Awards. I represent HBCU TV. So how are you, my darling?
So wonderful.
You look amazing. Tell us how you're feeling tonight.
I'm feeling good. I'm excited. I love being here amongst my, some chocolate folks.
Absolutely.
It feels good. It's like a family reunion every time you come to the NAACP Image Awards.
I agree 199%.
Because you see somebody you see somebody you want to know. I'm sitting right behind Lupita Nyong'o.
Wow.
That's my girl crush.
Listen, I saw you interview her on The View.
Oh my goodness.
You were like,
because
so great.
She's so, I said, you so beautiful.
Yeah.
She's so stunningly gorgeous.
She is.
And my husband was sitting next to me. It was only two people. I told him, don't even take it personal. Idris Elba and Lupita Nyong'o.
Amazing. Well, you know what, Sherry? You've had an amazing journey yourself as a talent.
I'm very thankful.
Yeah. What's next for you?
Wow, I just finished a production of a movie with Chris Rock called Finally Famous.
Okay. Wow.
Working on that next baby.
Finally Famous.
Finally Famous. Working on the next baby. My book was nominated for an NAACP Image Award. I didn't get the phone call, so I think I didn't win.
That's okay.
But I was so excited that it was
You're
nominated.
winning nonetheless.
You know, and I'm just being a mother to my son Jeffrey, and I'm having a great time.
Hello, Arsenio. How are you? My name is Tanisha Grant. I'm with HBCU TV.
Tonight.
Thank you so much. First, I want to say welcome back to TV because we missed you.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
I came
Pray
of
for me.
age on you.
Really?
One of the episodes on your show that changed my life, honestly, was a 30-year-old Halle Berry was on your show in a white dress.
I remember that.
And she was talking about the industry and how she had been in pageants. And do you know, that semester I ran for Miss Cheney University of Pennsylvania at my school, which is the oldest HBCU, and I won. And it just kind of, it was one of those aha moments for me watching your show.
I appreciate that. I'm glad I got to run into you and have you tell me that story, because we could have gone forever and me never get to hear that. I appreciate that. There's so many people out there, you know, and it's important sometimes to meet people and hear those things. They continue to inspire me to do what I do. You know?
Listen, now that you're back in television, what is one of the most amazing changes that you've seen in nighttime TV since you've started, or late night TV? Nighttime TV.
Yeah, well, the two things that come to mind is, first of all, they just fired Michael Jordan. They just let Jay Leno go. The #1 guy with the #1 ratings, they let him go. Now, what does that mean to us? That means that the demography has changed and the goal has changed in late night programming. It's all about social media, younger viewers, and they're trying to get ahead of the curve of the future by letting him go and bringing Fallon in. So that's an interesting change. We've never let the guy with the #1 ratings go.
Yeah.
And that's an interesting thing to analyze. So as I look at it, I'm really happy that I have a young demo. I'm happy that I have the most diverse demo. Therefore, there's a place for me.
You're just beloved. You're just
Thank
beloved.
you. Thank you.
It doesn't get any better than that. I mean, we look forward to the Arsenio Hall show. I mean, people were like, what the heck? Where is he? When is he coming back? So what were you doing in your off time?
You know what? I did something that my dad never got to do.
And
I got
what's
to
that?
be with my son every day. I got to take him to school. I got to see Little League games.
Wow.
You know, God gave me the success he gave me the paper he gave me, and as a result of it, I said, this is what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to use it to not work and live this life as a dad. And at a certain point, I decided I missed work and wanted to go back, and me and my son had a long talk, and I went off and won Apprentice, and I said, if I do well at Apprentice, Dad's going back to late night.
Wow. Okay. Well, tonight at the NAACP Image Award, we have Madame Oprah Winfrey, who is honoring the late Nelson Mandela. What is one of the most powerful lessons you've learned from Oprah and Mandela?
Jail is cold and dark. No, I think Oprah told me that. Did she have some? No. Anyway, no, I'm just kidding. Nelson Mandela and Oprah. You know what Nelson Mandela and Oprah do for you? They inspire you to dream, because those are two people with dreams that were totally against the odds. Absolutely. I mean, a young lady somewhere on the East Coast wanting to be the most powerful woman in the world, that sounded crazy 40 years ago. And Nelson Mandela, he kind of inspires me to love through everything. Who is more forgiving? Who is a bigger symbol of love and forgiveness than Nelson Mandela? They both mean so much, and that's why the word image in the title of this show is the most important word in the language.
Image is everything.
Yes.
Image is everything.
Yes, baby.
Well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
I do appreciate you.
And thanks for sharing that story
one day
with
you'll
me.
have me on your show. Right.
Yeah, yes.
Thank you. So what's going on tonight?
I'm good.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling lovely.
Yeah?
I mean, it can't get any better than this, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think when you have something like this that happens, I think it's the crescendo.
Yeah, it is. And sometimes it takes you a while to let it sink in. But man, I knew reading those scripts for Being Mary Jane that it would be something different. I knew we were going to go to areas that a lot of people and stations aren't going to go to, and we weren't going to sugarcoat it. We were going to tell you real and straight up.
Well, you know, let me tell you something. I had the opportunity to view Being Mary Jane at Urban World Film Festival a couple years ago, and I was actually moved to tears. Wow. And I couldn't believe it because it touched me as an African American woman. It just exposed me. Exactly. I felt like somebody was really telling on my business.
Yeah, and I think that's the beauty of it. I think it's like I tell people, a slice of life. You're kind of exposing not only the characters, but other people who can live within those shoes. They're like, man, you're like telling my story for real, you know?
So let me ask you this. The first time you got the script and you read it and you saw, like, what went through your mind?
I was like, can we do this on TV? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you serious? Like, we were like taken back. I remember calling back home like, oh, this is going to be crazy. Wow. And to have, you don't know if they're going to accept it. You never know if audiences are going to accept it. So to have it be accepted and then to win, like.
Right. And you know what? The African American audience can be very
judgmental at times.
Yeah, we can be very, we're cruel, you know, for lack of better words. True. You know, we want to see our images, but then we become conflicted when we see our images portrayed in a certain way. You know, it's almost like, yeah, put our images out there, but not our dirty laundry. Yeah. But we have to tell the whole story of who we are. So what's the next direction you would like to see your character go in?
Man, I want to see Mark. I think he's definitely going to make up his mind. He's trying to be the old school newsman, but you have to embrace this whole new media, social media thing. You got to kind of Bradley Cooper / Don Lemon-ish.
I love it. Let me tell you something. I come from hard news. See? I come from reporting on fires and funerals and all that stuff in Philadelphia at NBC. So when I saw that episode, and I'm like,
trying to hold on to it, and they won't let me hold on to my, you know what I mean? And I'm like, hey, it's got to be a balance.
The suit,
right?
All about the suit.
Man, I was all into that suit, man. That was what I grew up on as a character.
We all did. Yeah. Listen, I remember moving to Los Angeles, and I couldn't believe what I was seeing on television. But now, fast forward, I get to rock my leather gloves and do my show. So let me ask you this: what's next for you professionally? Like, what's after being Mary Jane? I know you have that, right? But I know in this day and age, you have to have a portfolio of content coming in. So
very true. I'm still doing The Bold and Beautiful, which is in daytime. I'm doing Being Mary Jane, which is prime time. I just started shooting a movie called Only Light. You have to. Only Light last weekend, which is dealing with sex trafficking. Now, that's kind of touchy subject. I'm kind of like the bad guy in that.
Listen, sex trafficking is heavy. There are a lot of stories in the news about people who are going down, rightfully so, for I don't even want to talk about that because this is the Image Awards and we're talking about great things, wonderful things, winning. Yeah. But wow, that's going to be a very sensitive topic for you to delve into. What type of research have you done already?
Man, you know, I pulled up documents. I've done like what's the word? That's that big fancy word that they use when they get dissertations on sex trafficking.
Dissertations
on sex trafficking. And what I realized and found out that it's in so many different industries.
So you're applying your journalism skills and your character on Being Mary Jane. I love it. I absolutely love it. Well, I don't want to take any more of your time. Congratulations on all your success and the success of Mary Jane. My name is Tanisha Grant. If you could just send a shout out to Cheney University, it's the oldest HBCU. I would love that.
Indeed. Cheney, what's up, baby? Keep doing what you do. We appreciate you. HBC for life.
I gotta go to my life. My name's Tanisha Grant. Nice to meet you. Congratulations on all your success. I represent historical black colleges and universities, so we're really excited about your career, and what you did with The Butler was amazing. What do you think the direction is going to be going forward with all the success of African American films in 2013?
I mean, I think that it's the playing field, I mean, it's open. It's changed, first of all, because we moved into a time where with digital filmmaking, we moved into also a time of a lot of independent film work. Okay. Where the studios are only doing certain types of films, and there's a lot of room on the side. So it's wide open. But what happens economically, just in the structure, if you have a lot of these films making the kind of financial gains that they're doing, then of course it'll open doors for more and more opportunities. And I think a lot of these filmmakers that haven't raised their head yet are going to start to raise their head with their stories. You know?
Okay. Let me ask you this. You're such an amazing talent, gifted, cerebral. I've watched you in a number of roles. How do you continue to reinvent yourself over and over again? I mean, to play someone like The Butler, and then you've played Idi Amin, and then I remember you years ago in Jason's Lyrics. It's like each character you bring something deeper and deeper. Like, how do you continue to just reinvent yourself and to breathe life into all these different characters with so many different layers and so many different elements?
I mean, my desire is to understand my connection to humanity and people more. Okay. So each time I get a new character, it's my opportunity to explore their connection with me. Okay. And so that's all my journey is to continue to dive into finding our space or ground of commonality that we both possess, and that's what I'm looking for. I don't see them as different or anything. I just try to find the truth in that person.
Okay.
You know, and that truth that lies somewhere that connects to me.
Thank you so much, Lupita. Congratulations on all the success that you're having. You're absolute beauty. Thank you so much. So my question to you rather quickly, I graduated from historical black colleges and universities. What is your message to young African American who want to get into this business and be their traditional self without having to alter their appearance with relaxers and such?
Oh, just do it.
Just do it?
Just do it. I mean, yeah, it was never, for me, it was never a question. I mean, I never had that debate of to relax or not relax. I mean, I think that is a limitation that one sets for themselves, but it's actually not, it doesn't actually exist.
Okay. Any words of wisdom that Alfre Woodard dropped on you? Because 30 years ago, when she was your age, she was nominated for Best Supporting Actress for a film called Cross Creek, where she played a character named Geechee. So I just find it very interesting that fast forward, you're the same age as she was when she was nominated. So was there anything special? Was there a special bond there between the two of you?
There is a special bond between me and Alfre, and she needs to know that I'm never letting her go.
Oh, wonderful. Well, we're never letting you go. Thank you so much, and all the best to you. Continue blessings and success, my dear.
Thank you.